think it's very important that we have a systemic understanding of what is going on, as it was presented in the panel last night. And I think we might discuss a little bit about the notion of crisis. I think this is not a crisis of the capitalism in terms of capitalism going wrong. I think capitalism is going very well for capital. So I think we should express this as a central conflict, as the feminist economics say. It is the manifestation of the central conflict between capital and life, not just between capital and labor, as we used to understand it, but between capital and life. And in terms of strategies, I think we need to make our analysis more complex and at the same time more accessible. I like this idea of the crisis of unknowing that Anna wrote in her one-page paper. I think we need to improve the linkages, the connections and articulation between academy, activism, and territories, people in the territories. I think we need to deepen the evidence-based research that brings the voice of women and people in the territories. I think we need to be part, as we have been being part of global actions and strategies against the root of inequalities, the Biden Treaty, all the campaigns on fiscal justice, even the World Social Forum. And I think we have to discuss which is the best balance between advocating in institutions and mobilizing in the streets. And I believe every day more that we need to build from the bottom, that alternatives to capitalism are already taking place in the territories, that people are building economy outside the market. So I think we need to discuss how we can support this and how we can make those things that happen in the margin to be in the center.
The challenge for me that I see, that I want to proposition is that, and I agree with Corina on this one, is that the neoliberal capitalist agenda is totally winning, but because it's really captured our imagination, our dreaming, our languages of struggle, it mirrors us, it looks like us, it talks like us. And this notion that it has now absolutely colonized us so deeply, the question and challenge is there no sacred space left in which the neoliberal agenda has captured? Is that the reality and the proposition? And that if we accept that, where then do we look? And this is from Anasuya from last night. Beyond our current tools, our current struggles to find new language, because we need to create new language, new narratives, new imaginations to reimagine, and to really entrench hope in this new construct of language, because they've captured every language imaginable now. We are now, it's ridiculous in the neoliberal world that we're in, because everyone just talks about sustainable. And for me, that word is so over. The notion of sustainable, unacceptable now. We should stop using it and call it for what it is. And so I want to introduce some really interesting work that I think really should help us. And again, really drawing from Anasuya, is from where I see hope lies. And it's from, and again, borrowing again, it's around the protecting of territorial integrity in its totality. Not in its real simplistic forms, but in its absolute totality, where you see indigenous struggles and frameworks are already leading. They are already leading, and they're saying it is about territorial integrity, everything, which goes really deep, if you can understand, because it goes to spaces of sacred and into spirituality. And they put their lines on the forefront to say, no more. The neoliberal agenda cannot transgress these sacred spaces.